right into, you know, writing songs. And then I had a really huge song when I was really young, and then somehow wrote another really huge song when I was super young, and then another one after that. And none of that was coming from a knowing place. At least I had no idea what was going on. It was just like all kind of happening. Only in the last like 2 years I've realized like the real power that music is. And there's something so interesting, because I grew up kind of more or less atheist, and now becoming much more spiritual and really being sure there's a God, or sure there's a higher thing, and there's the universe, or whatever you like to call it. Music was the thing that did that for me. Watching Maverick City Choir, I think they're called Maverick City Choir, singing about God, singing about Jesus. I'm sitting there watching this YouTube video, and they're singing about Jesus, and I just start crying my eyes out. And I'm like, you know, when you're crying and it's like, this is like something leaving me. Yeah. This is like that type of cry. It's like, you know, and I'm like, how is something that my whole life I've grown up to believe is fanatic and not science and not the truth feel like home because of this song? And then I started listening to not hymns, like mantras, you know, and the same feeling, this feeling of home. And I'm listening to mantras in the morning while I'm like stretching, and I'm like, what is this thing?
Like Kundalini type mantras?
Or like what are they called? I don't know exactly the word for them, but just the songs from India, you know? There's really truly a way that music gets to the soul and creates some. I'm stealing this from the words of Pharrell's uncle in the Netflix series that he just released.
Sweet.
He says, music makes words that people don't want to hear out loud in speech more palatable.
That's right.
It's so much easier to digest through song.
Do you hope to change Ben with your music?
I'm not giving a pointed like who I want to change. I think my belief is that all humans are inherently good. I think we're all born inherently good. And I think from conditioning of life and trauma and whatever comes your way kind of creates this version of you, whether you're happy with it or not. And